Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my Sephora Vib haul. I know I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of hauls where you're just like, another one. But I definitely wanted to show you the goodies that I got because some of the things are repurchases, some of them are gifts. So maybe it'll give you an idea for the holiday season. Also, one item I'm gonna haul, which is first, is probably my new weapon. I'm sure weapon sounds very intense. Not like this type of weapon, more like skincare weapon. Let's just put that back there. So let's get on with it. First item is from Dr. Dennis. I don't know if it's gross. Let's be nice. Let's say Dr. Dennis Gross. And this is a facial steamer. And if you guys are familiar with my channel, you guys know I'm super into skincare. I always say, take care of your skin. You only have one canvas. It's gonna make your makeup look a much smoother, apply much better. You're not gonna have to cover up as much. And, ooh. Did you guys hear that? It was like, it's time for lunch. After the haul. And I definitely wanted a facial steamer, and I remember when this popped up on the Sephora site, I was just like, I'm getting that. Now I know this might seem like a little bit extra. Someone like, why do you need a facial steamer? But oh my gosh, just having this and using this 2 times, it was so relaxing just to use it itself. I was like, but I'm telling you, this is totally worth it. Let me know down below if you want me to do a full video on it because I don't want to jibber jibber jab jab just on this thing because I have quite a few things to haul. But basically, this is a facial steamer, extremely easy to use. Would I repurchase it? Yes. Would I recommend it for friends? Yes. Do you need this? Yes. This basically just helps open your pores and prep your skin for a really nice deep down cleaning. It's going to pour out all the impurities and toxins so that, you know, when you clean, your pores aren't necessarily open. You kind of just put some water and all of that. But if you steam your face, it's like, and then all that, you just like, I used it last night for the second time, and when I woke up and I felt my skin after putting on my serums and lotions and all of that, it just soaks back into the skin, and oh my gosh, it felt so good. Go ahead and like this video and let me know down below if you want me to do a video on that because I think that's a friggin' bomb tool and I can go on and on and on about it. On and on and on. Next up, I picked up a foundation, and I've been really into trying other full coverage foundations because I find that I've actually been pleasantly surprised. I really do like the Urban Decay, and I also like the Marc Jacobs. I have a full review on the Marc Jacobs one. I think that is probably my favorite one. Urban Decay is kind of like because it kind of like kind of creases on me sometimes. If I put too much, a little goes a long way. Obviously, it's a full coverage, but I wanted to try out another one, and this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I am in the shade Medium Tan Honey. That's what I have in the Complete Coverage powder that I always rave about. And I've tried it before. I absolutely loved it back in the day. So now I wanted to try it again, see how my skin's gonna work with it and if I really do like it, because I feel like when I did use this, I wasn't super knowledgeable about full coverage foundations, and I didn't really try a lot back in the day. And now that I have a good gist of a lot of them, I want to try this again. And even though I want to try it a full coverage, I'm someone where I do like an everyday look. I mean, who doesn't like something that's really nice and light and easy for the go, just for regular days when you don't have to be too extra. But I picked up the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. I have used this already before. This is in the shade Medium. I absolutely love it because I find that the coverage is really good for a BB cream. It lasts all day. It works really well for a combo skin type, so I'm oily in the T-zone, normal all around. What I also love is there's an SPF of 35. I'm in Cali, I'm in the LA area, so it's always sunny here. We don't really get too much of the season, so it's usually just sunny, so I always want to make sure I protect my face no matter what. I really like this. I just find that it's pricey to constantly buy, because I do like the Maybelline Dream Pure BB, and that one is so cheap, so I really enjoy that one. But if I can get this one at 20% off, then why not? And then going along with the full coverage choo-choo train, I ended up picking the Kat Von D. I don't know why did I do a train? I ended up picking up the Kat Von D Lock It Powder Foundation in the shade 56 Medium. I do have the foundation in 56, and it matches me really well. I just think this packaging is so beautiful. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh. It's just so stunning. I know that Kat does all of her artwork for her cosmetics, so this is the shade looking pretty good. It looks exactly like my Tarte shade. So, and what I do love is there is also a sponge at the back because I have noticed certain powders that I love lately, don't have a sponge, and I'm like, why? And then let's just go into some presents that I got, and we'll just mix it up because, I mean, no one knows what I'm gonna give them or whatever, but I ended up picking up a lash stash. I love the Sephora favorites boxes, period, for like perfumes, colognes, mascaras. They're the perfect gift just because you get to try out so many different things. This one, usually when you get a Sephora favorites, you kind of redeem it with a coupon. You can get a full size, but this one's different. This one is $45 and it retails $139, which is insanity, but it comes with already 2 full-size products. Usually what the Sephora favorites line they'll do is put like a bunch of minis and then there's a coupon inside and you redeem it for whatever mini you love the most. But this one is just like all in one, so you get a couple minis, you get the Buxom, you get Bobbi Brown, you get Too Faced Better Than Sex, They're Real, NARS, the TARDIS, and then you get a Smashbox, what do you call this, primer, and it comes with 2 full mascaras, which is the Baby Doll from YSL, which I heard is freaking bomb, and also the Estee Edit, which is a full size. And then let's just go into the other one. I picked up the Sephora Favorites Perfume Sampler. You get to try out all these different perfumes. There's a bunch of nice ones right here. One of my favorites is Gucci Guilty, and what you do is this is $65. It retails for $119. So the person who gets the gift gets to try out all these different perfumes, and there's a coupon inside, and they just bring it in store and they get to redeem it for a bottle. Not necessarily the huge bottle, but I think it's like, it says own a full size, but you know how there's different sizes in the bottles. Usually it's like the smaller one, so I mean, who doesn't love to smell good? Okay, so now the next thing is an item I picked up for myself, and whoa, this is the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. Is it Metal Matte? Oh yeah, Metal Matte Palette, and on this side it says matte, and then when you turn it around it says metal. So I think that is really cool. I ended up seeing Makeup by Cheryl's video on this, and when she posted it up, it was around the time where I just submitted like an order to replace some skincare, and I was like, I had that in my cart and I was thinking, no, I don't need it, and then I saw her video and I was like, okay, I need it. First time I'm opening this up, so it comes with this little sleeve. I guess just showing you a certain type of look, and also on this side, and here's a palette. This thing is like huge. All right, I got the wood. Like, what is this like? No! Here's another weapon I have. But this is what the palette looks like. It comes with a ton of mattes in the bottom and then some really nice shimmers right on top. I'm just super excited for this one. It just looks like an awesome palette. Oh my gosh, I just love this. I think Kat Von D has like such sick packaging, how she does everything. This is really big though, so I don't know necessarily if you want this for travel, because this is pretty. Let me compare it to something else. Okay, if you have her Shade and Light Eye palette, that's her Shade and Light Master Palette by Mario. I'm trying to use it, you guys, and oh my gosh, that's freaking huge. This is the Big Bambino. A lot of you know that some of my favorite liquid lipsticks are from Stila, so I ended up picking up the Naturally Nude Stay All Day liquid set. This is a little mini set, and it comes with 3 different nude ones. The only repeat I believe is Patina, which is this one right in front, and I think the other outer ones are new shades, but I don't know. I love these little mini travel ones. They fit so well in your purse, anywhere you're at. I think they last all day. They don't dehydrate my lips. My lips look normal. Obviously, you want to balm it up whenever you have a liquid lipstick, but I couldn't pass this up because obviously I love my nudes. And then just to show you some more gifts, I ended up picking 3 sets of these, and these are the different masks from Sephora. I think this is an awesome one just because I find that masks are so much fun to do. They're really nice and relaxing, and sometimes people haven't tried all the different face masks or necessarily the Sephora ones. I got it for $25. The value is $31, so it's basically like you're getting a mask free in this set. Now this is the one that I found afterwards, and I did get 2 sets of these for other people as well, and this one is like an all-in-one. 2 face masks, an eye mask, a hand mask, a foot, and also nose. I think this is so cool because you get to try everything. I plan on doing like a basket, like a relaxation basket, put some masks, maybe a candle, maybe a little bottle of wine, booze it up while you're relaxing. These are pack your bags. There are 4 sets of these, and this is the Tarte skincare. These are just like little under eye patches. They're super equivalent to the Patchology ones. Honestly, once I got these, I was kind of thinking, why did I get those? I should have just repurchased my Patchology, because you get 50 sets in that one for I think 30 bucks. And I think you get way more bang for your buck. I might be returning these just because, I don't know, even though they're 20% off, I'm not sure if it's really worth the money. I think they do work good, but I know I love my Patchology ones. If you've never tried those ones, I just get them online. But these are the Tarte ones. I'm not like knocking them. They are good, but I'm just saying like more bang for my buck, you know? And then I ended up picking this one up for Glenn, and he doesn't know that I picked it up for him, but this is the Baby Soft Foot Peel. It's going to basically just do a whole exfoliation on your foot, and your feet are gonna peel. Like, if you're not into feet, I'm sorry, but this is what it looks like. You start here, you start peeling on, whoa, so there you go. So I'm gonna do this on his feet because and then I just ended up getting some more little eye masks because I'm someone where I like to take really good care of my under eyes. I find that whenever they start getting dehydrated and just super dry and they're not getting that tender, loving care, then my creasing just starts with my concealer and it just starts like, wah. And then I got this primer, and this one is so hyped up. This is the Lure primer with the gold flakes in it. This will be returned. I don't think it's worth the money. I try to work it out. A lot of people said once I get older, a lot of people said this is definitely a primer for someone with mature skin. So if you have mature skin, you will probably benefit from this. But I did see a lot of people say that they didn't like it as well. But I don't know, maybe it's just because the benefits of this primer doesn't really do anything for us. That's why we don't see anything from it. But I just found that not necessarily the benefits that come with it, I just found it too watery and it didn't really do anything. Like, it felt more like a moisturizer. I have tried the YSL one, and that one feels really good. And I don't know, this one's going to be returned though. And then I just have two more products that I picked up, and this is the Huda Beauty palette. Now, it was so funny because I was talking about how I really wasn't like into the Mario palette, how a lot of people were hyping it up. And then a ton of people were saying, no, I don't like this palette, because I thought it was unique. Like I said, to each its own. Everybody has their own opinion. I think the Mario palette is great though, but I'm seeing a ton of negative reviews on this, and I really like this palette. Now, I will say I completely agree on the blendability, because after I started using it, I was like, you know what? They're right. It's not really the most blendable palette. I definitely agree with you. I just personally really love the shades, and I love the pigments. You have to use the pigments with your fingers, but this kind of reminds me of like a ColourPop type of thing. Like, you have to use your finger anyhow, or any kind of cream shadow you place on your lid. So it doesn't really bother me, or like the Stila foiled. I will say though, the blendability is not the best, and I do find it very pricey. $65 is very expensive. I did get 20% off, so that's probably why I didn't mind as well. And also, I don't know, I do like the palette, but I will say if you have difficulty in blending, this is not for you. And I've been getting good use out of it, so I don't know, to each its own, I guess. And then the last thing I got was another Kat Von D product, and this is in the shade Bow and Arrow, and this is like the last one I needed in my collection to complete my set of all the colors that I wanted. I just always forget to purchase this one, and this time I did not forget, and that is what it looks like. It's the most beautiful brown shade, and I love it. It's very, I don't know, it's one of those browns. It reminds me of the one that I raved about from BH Cosmetics. What is it called? I think it's called Muse. I'm not sure, but it's one of those browns that you can actually wear and it doesn't look like poop. You know, like caca. That is it for my Sephora Vib haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys snagged and what you think is like a must that you have to try out. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, because it is free. 99, literally free. I'll see you guys in my next video. Also, follow my social media down below, and have a good day. Mwah.